I'm very well. Thank you very
Well, it's very important because I think the conference or a summit like this gives us an indication of what the evaluation has been from various marketing companies, from the big brands supporting sport, but also across the sport, from rugby or cricket or football. That dialogue, that debate, that engagement is important. And in this country, I think we have neglected this space for too long. It's very important. Hopefully, we'll have more of these conferences. It's now the second year running. And I think that today was quite rewarding to bring in international perspective, but across the different sport types.
Thank you very much indeed, Alan, and great to see you, as with so many people in the room, proudly wearing the blue of Western Province ahead of the Absa Currie Cup final.
The marketing, the PR, and the branding that goes with that. So I really, really welcome you to Deloitte. I wish you well for your summit today. Global Major Sporting.
And like we say at the International Olympic Committee, we don't look at the corporate sector as sponsors. We look at them as partners. We call them worldwide partners, the major sponsors of international sport. And we need this partnership because the partnership, again, will develop very, very progressively and quite usefully for both sectors, for the sporting sector and for the corporate sector, because I believe the corporate sector can learn issues regarding very many aspects of sport and about aspects of how human beings behave in one part of the sector, and by the same token, sports people can learn quite a lot about from the corporate sector about good governance, because good governance is very essential to make sure that sport benefits and progresses.
Ray's not going to sing a song for us. Give him a few castles later on. Principal and populace in London and essentially...
Different parts of the industry are in different states. So you can't make a general comment about the overall state of the industry. Certain sports are battling, certain sports are doing exceptionally well. The local PSL, as an example, in South Africa is doing exceptionally well. So I don't think you can make a blanket statement about that. The things in favor of sport on the continent is that we are all sports made. The corporate sector is behind sport. Participant levels are high. So I think generally there's a great opportunity for us to really develop sport on the continent.
Armstrong, for a long time he was something of a pariah. Mr. Armstrong, I think, at one stage making it clear that he felt David Walsh was an unethical journalist. Well, he's proven to be anything but his book is now being...
Lance's kind of dismissal of the book in that press conference, which was pretty comprehensive, it didn't end there because she fell out. Emma left with a bad vibe about the team. They presumed that she would carry her secrets to the grave. Big mistake. Then they have Floyd Landis in the team. And the story I'm trying to tell is that it was obvious that Lance Armstrong was cheating. But he got away with it for over 10 years. And the reason he got away with it is because the people who should have been protecting sport from cheating were actually complicit with Lance Armstrong. They were helping him to get away with what amounted to fraud. And you know, we now have a situation where the Tour de France, one of the world's great sporting events, has no winner for 7 years because of doping. It's like the history of the race has a scar, a long scar that runs from 1999 to 2005, where that year the Tour de France happened, but there was no winner. Well, how can you have an event that has no winner? Doping is the reason.
What the summit aimed to achieve today was to start the conversation, and it's now incumbent upon the rights holders, the sponsors, and the people that are vested in the industry, the sport and sponsorship industry in this country, to continue that conversation. The Sport Industry Summit today has been a huge success. We've had a phenomenal amount of content that has been shared. We've shared best practice. We've started, hopefully, a lot of debate within the industry. I think it was phenomenal for us to be able to announce the Bafana Bafana versus Spain match, and I think all in all it went off very, very well.